Shakespearean, A through Z. We're gonna read it of the sample usages from like King Richard and Lear and HIV.
Henry the Fourth. It looks
HIV looks like Henry the Fourth. I'm sorry.
Richard III. And others that I can't seem to remember the names to.
Okay, so we're gonna go from the bottom up, from A through Z, and see what happens.
Try this. This will be funny.
Messengers from Hence Attend Dispatch.
For him attempting who is food. We have supplies to second our attempt. Will never, I think, in the way of haste attempt us again.
And a roasty, which a roasty.
This approves her letter, which approves him an intelligent party, if consequence but do but approve my dream.
Make good in the boisterous late appeal.
Then let them anatomize Reagan.
Stern alarms change to merry meetings. Sound trumpets alarm to the combatant.
Daring to ask a mighty lord into the dell.
Whether I in any just determine find to love the more.
Not to affect many proposed matches. There is a lady in Verona here whom I affect, but she is nice and coy.
My edification is not now in tune.
And think it no addition nor my wish to have him see me womaned.
If thou deniest the least syllable of thy addition.
Tush, tush, fear boys with buzz, for Warwick was a bug that feared us all.
Just the traitor breathe out so proud words.
Sent before my time into this breathing world.
What's here, one dead or drunk, see doth he breathe?
And brave attendants near him went. Oh, rare, by Lord, I'll be a brave judge. Hast thou killed him sleeping? Oh, brave touch. This is a brave night to cool a courtesan.
Hide me in the breaks.
Truth, a dog must to kennel, he must be whipped out. When Lady the Brock may stand by the fire and stink. Rather hear Lady my Brock howl in English. I mean, Irish.
Bottled spider, that foul bunch-back toad.
Let the botcher mend him.
I have given them away to bakers' wives, and they have made bottlers of them. Potlers.
So finely bolted didst thou seem, as ill schooled in bolted language.
New actions are devised as blanks benevolences, and I wot not what.
Stood within the blank of his displeasure. Let me remain the two blanks of thine eye.
He did bewray his practice, the queen whose look bewray her anger.
How unnatural and bematting sorrow the king hath caused to plain.
How now, my barcock? How dost thou chuck?
Makes the drink to bear no barb.
Ye are a baggage, the flies are no rogues, you wet you hag, you baggage, you.
And I do not. Call me villain and baffle me, and shall good news be baffled?
I am disgraced, impeached, and baffled here.
Get her cutting schoolmaster to instruct her. Is this thy cunning, thou deceitful dame?
We'll call thee at thy cubicolo. I can't even pronounce it, cubicolo.
Go thou and seek the crowner, and let him sit on my coat.
Hop, dance, cries in Tom's belly for 2 white herring. Croak not, black angel, I have no food for thee.
That ye squeak out your cozier catches without any mitigation or remorse of voice?
My father's sister's son, a cousin German to great Pierian's seed. There is 3 cousin Germans that had cozened all the hosts.
This night wherein the bear would couch, I'll wink at couch.
Not go to church in the galliard and come home in the coronato?
You're cone-catching rascals, Bardolph, Nim, and Pistol.
Was he not companion with the riotous knights that tend upon my father?
Yes, madam, he was of that consort.
There was the rankest compound of villainous smell.
We will compound this quarrel, if for thy ransom thou wilt now compound.
It is not Caesar's natural vice to hate our great competitor.
He make his way under the color of his usual game.
A fellow of a self-same color our sister speaks of. Come bring away the stocks.
Brief as the lightning of the coiled night, passion having my best judgment called.
He's a coward and a coystrel that will not drink to my niece.
All this coil is long of you, shuffled off this mortal coil.
I cannot cog, I cannot prat, some cogging, cozing slave.
Spare none but such as go in clouded shoon, clapped in the cloud as 12 score. Must shoot nearer, or he'll ne'er hit the cloud. Put my clouded brooks from off my feet, whose rudeness answered my steps too loud.
No, my chuck, eros come, my armor,
but several love to a good wit.
To incur our private check.
The good king, his master, will check him.
Thou didst produce my very character. I say without characters fame lives long. These trees shall be my books, and in our barks my thoughts our character.
Rouse the night owl and the cats, I will draw these 3 souls out.
I'll work to the means to make thee capable.
They are incestuous, caitiff to pieces shake, a caitiff recreant to my cousin Hereford. Thou caitiff, oh thou varlet, oh thou wicked.
Uttering still sit in harmonious breath.
Dreadful marches. Well, my dread lord, so must I call you now. Myself I throw dread sovereign at thy foot. A messenger from Henry, our dread liege.
Then must draw me that which my father loses.
Dispatch, my lord, the duke would be at dinner. He longs to see your head. Messenger from hence attend dispatch.
Another bear to the ewer, and the third a diaper.
This seems a fair deserving. I confess me knit to thy deserving cables of perdurable toughness.
And the second on my own deformity.
My dukedom to a beggarly denier.
My love can give no place, a bid no deny.
Bide. You said
bide no deny.
But ain't a man that's just, they are close relations working from the heart. That passion cannot rule.
And put upon him such a deal of man that worried him God praises of the king. What a candid deal of courtesy in this intolerable deal of sack.
Exsulficate and blown surmises.
The rudeness that hath appeared to me in me has learned from my entertainment.
Thou art a boil, a plague sword, and bossed carbuncle, Brock Merriman, the porker is a bust.
A fustian riddle.
Perchance these are the furnishings.
At least I thought it fit to answer from our home.
And he frets like gummed velvet, 'twas a commodity lay fretting by you.
Till they have fretted us a pair of graves.
We hold footed thrice the old.
There's a part of a power already footed, whose footing here anticipates our thoughts.
Out of breath in this fond chase, for I too fond might have prevented this.
My hounds are bred out of a Spartan kind, so fluid.
In the fleshment of this dread exploit.
Oh, shoot. They are sick, they are weary, I have traveled all night, mere fetches.
Whose blood is fed from fathers of war-proof.
Oh, poor old Baron is passing fell and wrath.
Silver made it good. At the hedge corner in the coldest fault, I would not lose the dog for 20 pounds. These small faults, ceasing their clamorous cry till they have singled with much ado the cold fault cleanly out.
We are enforced to form our royal realm.
How will this badge?
This pangs of death do make me him grin.
I never got him.
Are you my wife? I will not call me husband. I am your good man.
They whom youth and ease have taught to gloat.
I can gleek upon occasion.
Crack nature's mold, and Germans spill, coursers for cousins and Germans for Germans.
Oh, whether gasted by the noise I made.
If both break, your gaskins fall.
Look here, at thy sovereign knees you're red, the garboils she awaked.
Ah, to teach you gamut in a briefer sort.
Nah, the wrathful skies gallow the fairy wanderers of the dark.
Why dost thou not go to church, Nicalius?
Bianca, housewife, thou by selling her desires.
I do not think that Desdemona is honest.
Whipped at the high cross every morning.
Regan, thy tender-hearted nature shall not give thee over to harshness.
Thou slander of thy mother's heavy womb. A post from the whales loaded with heavy news. I am as hot as molten lead, and as heavy too.
That half-laid dives under his pillow and halters in his pew. A halter soldiers hang him on this tree.
Dogs bark at me as I halt by them.
And I think oxen and wain ropes cannot hail them together.
Turn thy halcyon beaks with every gale.
Delivered letters spite of intermission.
It must be great that can inherit us.
You do impeach your modesty too much.
Imp out our drooping country's broken wing.
Yeah, you go. But jealousy, what might befall your travel?
She napped him all the coxcombs.
Art thou good at these kickshaws, knight?
Subtle at those rough, rugged head kerns, the uncivil kerns of Ireland are in arms, like a shag-haired, crafty kern.
Hound or spaniel, brock or lime.
Clouds that lowered upon our house, this lowering tempest of your homebred hate.
She is the list of my voyage. Go to bed when she lists, rise when she lists.
List a brief tale.
Myself have limed a bush for her.
I sent thee 6 pence for thy leman, hadst?
This lanthorn doth the horned moon present.
Our bruised arms are hung for monuments.
And neither can make choice of either's moiety.
Resolve me with all modest haste, which way thou mightest deserve, or they impose.
But yet I call you servile minister. Canst thou not minister to a mind disease?
And for one blast of thy minikin mouth,
this day should Clarence close closely be mewed up.
A mess of Russians left us but for late.
Makes his generation messes to gorge his appetite. I will chop her into messes.
They summoned up their many straight horses.
And for his meat, poor lord, he mewed up.
Measure consigns with such peaceful steps.
To delightful measures.
A dear mannequin to you, Sir Toby.
Peace, Marquess. You are a malapert.
She will attend it better in thy youth than in the Nucio's of more grave aspect.
The smith's note for shoeing.
By notes of... Oh, first note that he is near you.
By notes of household harmony.
Upon a warrant of my note.
Comb your noddle with a three-legged stool.
Cheated of feature by dissembling nature.
The tyranny of the open night, too rough for nature to endure.
Loyal and natural boy.
Natural, not natural.
Natural boy.
Or well or ill, as this day's battles fought, be thy mouth or black or white.
An old trot with near a tooth in her head.
Thou better knowest the offices of nature than thy father a childlike office.
And 20 silly ducking observance.
Same stricken most observe and watch.
Pelican daughters. Prithee, keep up thy quillets.
What lawful quest has given their verdict up?
Like a fine bragging youth, and tell quaint lies.
To give my hand opposed against my heart unto a mad-brained rude beast.
Whose disposition will not be rubbed nor stopped.
Petruchio, shall I then come roundly to thee, and wish thee to a shrewd, ill-favoured wife?
Resolve me with all the modest haste, which way thou mightest deserve, or they impose this usage.
But kept a reservation to be followed with such a number.
Some more with the rear mice for their leathern wings.
This remotion of the Duke in her is practice only.
Hear me, Recreants. Come, Recreants, come, thou child. I'll whip thee with a rod.
That thou mayest shake the superflux to death.
No, pursue me rather to be slave than a sumpter to this detested groom.
Suggested soon believing adversaries.
You owe me no subscription.
The store her heart is made on.
Let me still remain the true blank of thine eye.
With what wing the Stendial checks at it?
Thou didst drink the stale of horses in the gilded puddle, which beasts would cough at.
I pray you, sir, is it your will to make a stale of me amongst these mates?
Dost thou screaming at me?
And now they never meet in grove or green, by fountain clear or spangled starlight sheen. But they do swear that all their elves for fear creep into acorn cups and hide them there.
What has been seen in snuffs and packagings of the dukes?
'Tis not in me to scant my sizes.
Thou perjured, and thou some similar man of virtue that art incestuous.
20 silly observance.
If I profane with my unworthiest hand this lonely shrine.
She comes from shrift with Mary Lewis.
We will not leave one lord, one gentleman. Spare none but such as go in clouded shoon, for they are thrifty, honest men.
Shall we shog? The king will be gone from Southampton.
Rascally sheep-biter!
Villain, thy father was a plasterer, and thou thyself a shearman, art thou not?
Cessa! Let them trot by. Let the world slide, Cessa!
For him is tempting who is self-subdued.
Tis not in thee, to scant my sizes.
When the foul fiend rages, eats cow dung for sauce.
Bid her a life, and her trot plight.
Pray heaven it be no conception nor no jealous toy concerning you.
Wherein I mean to touch your love indeed.
Poor Tom, who is whipped from tithing to tithing.
You superfluous and thoughtful executing fires.
There's a kestrel of me too.
If she must teem, create her child of spleen, if that in earth could teem with woman's tears.
I tax not you, you elements, with unkindness.
Let thy tongue ting arguments escape.
So thou live by thy tabard.
I will tread this unbolted villain in mortar. The utter vile necessity is strange, that can make vile things precious.
Thy head encased in so small a verge.
Yes, we have the vaward of the day.
Make me a willow cabin at your gate.
Thy hound shall make a welkin answer them.
He gives the web and the pen, squeeze the eye.
Ye Lord shall never rest. I'll watch him tame.
Want love's majesty.
Charles Wayne is over the new chimney.
Dismount thy tub, be yar in thy preparation.
That's like a whole conversation.
It's a completely nonsensical conversation, but nonetheless, it's entertaining to say.
Yes, it is. And
Sorry for our bad English.
Yeah, sorry. We're kind of like really
We
bad.
don't really feel like doing accents either.
No, we don't want to do accents either, or else I'm going to be like this. Hello, goodbye.